Last time on the Empire Initiative. The team continued to rest, and Talrin was urged to tell a story to bond with the froglings and put them at ease. Meanwhile, Dart and Boulder explored further into the cave, discovering a strange reliquary and a very large and unusual moss-covered rock. Being the rascal that he is, Dart poked the rock, which turned out to be a slumbering verdant dragon who did not appreciate being woken up by some strange frog touching his butt. Dart narrowly escaped being crushed to death for his transgression and, in an act of desperation, called for mercy in his native tongue. Fortunately, the dragon understood Fribbish and took a moment to inspect the intruding frogs. After a brief parley, the dragon, known as Danks, agreed to consider allowing them to stay in his reliquary if the rest of the team smelled as worthy as Dart. This is episode 29, Enter the Reliquary.
So now that you've said, everybody needs to be super honest and polite, a shadowy part of the wall slithers into view. Shadow Viper is like, I assume that means I should come out of hiding.
I mean, it seems like a good idea. I feel like if the dragon realized you were there and I hadn't told him, you might get murdered.
Seems reasonable to me, boss.
Cool.
Talron's like, that guy, I'll never get used to that guy. But I'm not scared. I'm just weirded out. Why am I not scared? Oh, yeah. Thanks, Rain.
Got you.
Yeah, you just give the word, boss.
I mean, all he's got to say is that he's in my employ with the purpose of intervening should someone try to extinguish me. There's not much else for him to say, I would assume.
I will say what's necessary, and probably no more than that.
Yes, that's probably a good idea. What's necessary?
That's offense.
Oh, fuck. You're right.
Just so you know, that's appropriation.
You're right. I'd give him a coin.
No. I am paid very well, thank you. Watch it.
I'm sorry.
You guys are like racist Pikachu making the faces of the other Pokemon. That's a joke for just me and
deep cut
just me
Pokemon fans.
Sorry. But yeah, so yeah, Shadow Viper's like, okay, yeah, I figure, you probably wouldn't like it if I was still stealthing around, so I'll come on out. And Dappa, this small dark green girl frog, she pads up to Dart and says, Commander or King, what should I call you? Sorry.
No, Dart's fine.
Dart. Oh, okay. So should we be taking all of the children now?
Yes.
Okay.
I feel like once we have hashed this out,
All of the children cheer when you say yes.
we can then go to the reliquary or what have you and set up shop.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll get everybody packed up. Hey, Jambette, can you help me? No, sorry, I'm practicing my pan flute. Jambette has a new instrument.
She's jamming.
Yeah, Jambette's over there jamming. But yeah, so the Leap Syndicate will mobilize and gather everyone up. Lucky is like kind of the only one who really still needs to be carried. Is there anything you guys want to do before you head off to the reliquary?
We didn't really talk about what we're going to do next, but I think this is what we need to do next.
I hate to keep a dragon waiting.
Yeah, we need to do our thing. Let's go. Especially since we're not made of fluid-filled canals. So how are we going to we're not going through this way. Do you know a different way?
Yeah, I came the long way, I think.
Okay. Oh. Perfect.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, you had to go the long way because we're not going to be able to get everybody through that narrow corridor. So it is a little bit of a trek. It does take probably about, because you have to go down and around and up and you have to climb. It's probably like a good, 20 minutes, 25 minutes before you get to like the area where like that the reliquary would have to be. But Dart, as you're leading everybody, you don't like see it yet, which is kind of weird. It's like just regular woad where it should be.
And I feel like maybe can dragons do magic? Like, I wonder if there's like some kind of
Dart would know that dragons are capable of magic. Yeah, absolutely.
I wonder if there's some kind of curtain of illusion hiding this dragon's like chill spot.
He didn't tell us how to get back in it, says Boulder.
Should we just do you know his name? It's just calling out.
Well, I feel like it says I can't be lost except by magic, but I have a feeling this is magic.
So yeah, you're not lost. You know you're in the right spot. For sure. Like, you know it.
But I've traveled back to where I assume it would be. I'm not just outside.
Well, when you came back around, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I would assume you traveled the path that you took.
Okay.
As best you could. Obviously, you have people with you that don't have the same mobility as a frog. That can't pad up the, rock side, the cliff face. Most of you guys can, but not everyone.
I guess I'll call out to him. Verdank Samemnon.
Knock, knock, knock.
I've returned with my party.
And once you say that, you see, it kind of looks like, it kind of looks like if you've ever seen, one of those, cascading mist, fountains. It looks like mist being cut as a kind of curtain opens up and revealing the reliquary, the mountainside that you had seen before. And Rain, Zavari, you guys for the first time are seeing this very gorgeous, very particularly crafted area with a purposeful biodiversity to it. There are singing birds. There are smaller critters that you haven't really seen much of elsewhere because they kind of are always in hiding at the moment, because it's, I guess, what time would it be? Well, you kind of went over there in the morning. So, yeah. At the moment, there's dragonflies zipping around.
Rain feels like she already felt kind of connected to the Great Woad because it reminds her of the Forest of Mimicry, but this in particular reminds her of Spider Moss Spring, because it was this little bubble of peace amongst the chaos.
Oh yeah, I remember you talking about that place.
As far as I'm concerned, a certain unnamed company, as long as they're charging $90 for physical copies of their games, their copyright lawyers can pound sand. That's what I think about that.
They'll take rocks. You're not wrong. And basically, as you guys enter this sanctuary, this reliquary, you immediately see in front of the mouth of the cave, there's a kind of a clearing area, and you can see that there's a big round spot where the grass is laid down and there's a soft dirt. That's where he was laying. But now that you guys walk in, you immediately see a 10-foot tall, 32-foot long from nose to tail dragon covered in dirt and moss. He's got little flowers on him in some spots, different lichens, clusters of mushrooms. He has a mane, like kind of like a long horse's mane of moss that hangs down to one side. And he has like a stony, like kind of like bump on the tip of his nose, if that makes sense. Like it almost looks like it could be used like as a weapon. And that, you know, like the very tip of his nose is like got like a stony shield on it. And on his tail, like towards the end of his tail, there is like this stony carapace that kind of looks like a cudgel or like a mace, if that makes sense. Like it's very clear that he could swing that tail around and like knock you, you know. Very, very large being with a presence. Like, I'm trying to think if there would be a comparable presence that you guys would have felt. I guess it'd be not unlike one that you would feel if you were encountering like a dryad or like an ancient treant. There's definitely like just they exert pressure.
Holy fucking shit.
Verdansk, not to try and get on your good side or anything, but you could do calendar work. I am seeing May all over this. Just
I'm not sure what you mean. I'm glad you've returned. Welcome to the Reliquary. Now, and he's like kind of looking at everyone, and he,
I
Zavari
positioned
is-
myself in between him and Zavari.
he's like, and he doesn't like step closer, if that makes sense. He just kind of like swings his big head around and looks at everyone and is like, under no circumstance are you to disturb any living being in my reliquary. Do you understand?
Yes.
Yeah, sir.
Swear it.
I swear.
Swear.
And everybody's like, I swear, I swear, I swear.
so these are my
I swear.
friends,
Boulder.
allies, confidants, charges, and bodyguard and prisoner.
Night.
These are the besties you
Nice.
spoke of.
Indeed, indeed.
Oh, you called us a bestie?
I didn't know we were there, Dart.
I can neither confirm nor deny.
I'm touched.
Besties is the terminology he used. Yes.
When I blush, my cheeks just get greener.
Instead of red or blue.
They're just filling up with the green fluid that fills my canals.
Oh.
You got it.
Gotta get that checked out.
Oh. Oh.
And he is speaking to you guys in common. He does.
He's not speaking in Fribbish.
He is not. He is speaking to you guys in common. Because he sees like a large, group. And then he will ask, like, what is your preferred language? And he'll ask that to Dart and Fribbish.
I mean, I'm always happy to speak frog speak. I get such rare opportunities to do so, but I feel like for the benefit of the group, common is probably the easiest for us all to communicate.
Very well.
Zavari, did that rock dragon just rip it? It just...
Honestly, Ray, I think this is the culmination of so many concussions. I don't think this is real.
Does it have like a sack to it?
And it's kind of like he's moving his head around it, and like even him just like moving his head almost like has like there's like a weight to his movement, if that makes sense. It's like you immediately.
No, this isn't a dream. He has movement. Fuck. Okay.
Introduce yourselves one at a time, please.
I step back from Ray.
But first, I will tell you who I am. I am Verdansk Hermemnon, the last of the verdant dragons. I have a very specific, very important purpose. I can share no more at this time. I do not know if I can trust you yet. Now, speak. And he implores one of you to come forward.
Rain is already forward.
And so he will turn his head to Rain. And Rain, he is looking in your eyes, and you can see his eyes are like an incomprehensibly vibrant green, and he has like the slitted dragon eyes. You immediately know that you have not seen these eyes before.
I bow my head and say, I am Dame Rain, the Oracle Knight. I help Dart as best as I can. And that is all the information I will give you now. Because I don't know if I can trust you either. But I am grateful for allowing us to be here. And I promise we won't do anything to mess with this beautiful place.
Introduce Flux.
This is Flux. We come from a place that's similar to this. It must be preserved.
Very well. Now, please stay still. And he will swing his big head over to you and like really close to you. Right? And you just see the hint of teeth as he kind of adjusts his head, and he just starts sniffing you like a dog. And sniffing your chair, sniffing Flux. Crystal Reishi. Very curious.
You know of Crystal Reishi?
I do. It is one of the only fungi I cannot store in my reliquary.
Yeah, many try to create it, but it always goes wrong.
Oh, I would not dare try. I can only hope that those of the waking dream are preserving it.
We are doing our best.
Are they active to this day?
Yes. I am not quite a member yet, officially, but I am a path changer, that's why Flux is here.
Yes, I recognize his kind. From the forest of mimicry, correct?
Rain is like...
He knows all your tea.
I know.
Holy shit.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
That is a sacred place.
I agree.
One that even I cannot enter without permission from the forest.
I lived there.
You must be very accomplished to be allowed passage into such a place. He seems impressed. He's like, damn.
I feel like I was more lucky that I stumbled upon a place like this.
I had smelled remnants of the Crystal Reishi on your companion here, but I was not unsure.
I heard that there was a dragon named that made the Crystal Reishi. Is that true? There's lots of different tales that I've heard, but I don't know what's really been lost and what's actually true.
Unfortunately, I'm not old enough to know the real truth, but it was my understanding that it was a dragon who cultivated the mushrooms and brought them, but they did not create them. I could be wrong. That's just what I heard.
Yeah.
My knowledge is not absolute.
Rain is calming down a little bit. Just sees it as a big puppy now.
Oh,
big rock puppy.
Big moss, dirty puppy.
Yeah. I mean, as a hill dwarf, I feel like dragons like this, not exactly like this because it's the last of its kind, but I feel like some form of earth dragon isn't out of question.
So he will, he'll kind of give you a nod, and he'll say, who is willing to introduce themselves next? And Drift will step up. And
Dance? No, I'm just kidding.
oh my god. He puts on a flat bill cap and hip hop music starts playing. So Drift, he'll kind of like raise his paw and then step forward and bow his head, and he will say, "I am Drifting Leaf of the Quiet Wilds. I am a druid and a wanderer, and now I am crusader, I think.
At the very least, an associate.
Yeah, I've recently begun traveling with this group, and I do believe in their cause, if I'm being honest." And Drift kind of like tenses up, waiting for him to get sniffed. And sure enough, Danks will lower his big head and I see you are one with the wild. You have the scent of sorrow about you. And Drift just nods solemnly. Danks says, "Very well," and gives him a nod. And he kind of just looks at the crowd, being like, "Come on." He doesn't say anything this time because he expects you guys to know someone else needs to step forward.
Before somebody can step in front of her again, Zavari will step forward and give a very, tight curtsy. I am Lady Zavari Umbermore, and this is Daru. Call Daru down, and he'll sit, on her shoulders, lay across her. I don't know what else to say to you. I'm sorry. You're magnificent.
Flattery will get you nowhere.
It's not flattery if it's true.
An aristocrat, I see.
Yes, sir.
He'll swing his big head over and give you a real good sniff. And when he's sniffing you, he's not touching you with his nose because he got that hard stony nose. But he's getting as close as possible, and you can definitely feel the breeze because he's a big creature. Mm-hmm. And when he exhales, it's this warm, mossy breath.
Dank.
Yeah, it's dank. And he'll also give Daru a really good sniff. And are you, I apologize, I meant to ask this, I forgot. Are you disguised, or were you disguised at any point?
At any point today?
When you entered the Reliquary?
No.
Okay, I was just curious.
I was told to be honest, so...
And he'll, he gives you a really good sniff, and he kind of squints his big eyes at you, and then brings his head back in for a second round of sniffs.
You like my perfume?
You smell of the hells, little one.
No, that's not surprising.
And your pseudo-dragon. He looks most unusual.
What?
What? He's much too large for his kind.
I mean, he's been eating pretty healthy, but
Curious.
You're saying he needs to work out?
No, I'm not fat shaming him.
Oh, okay. I don't even know if that's a thing for dragons. I'm sorry.
Unfortunately, it is.
I say Daru's pretty sensitive about his weight. We try not to draw attention to it.
He'll say, "Tell me, little one, why do you smell of the hells, and yet I do not smell malintent?" Curious.
I mean, I am a warlock and a cleric of Asmodeus, so that could be, a big contributing factor.
His weight shifts as he like takes in this information.
But like, I'm cool though. Asmodeus doesn't want anything bad to happen in this place, or you know.
She worships at the feet of Asmodeus. We try not to draw attention to it.
I'm so conscious about it.
We try not to draw attention to Zavari.
One of the main lessons.
And he will say, "What is your purpose for traveling with this group?"
I mean, a few of them. But one of the main ones is, I don't think anybody else would be cool with the Asmodeus stuff. Pretty big thing, you know. It's good to stick with friends.
So everyone here is cool with the Asmodeus thing.
They at least look away.
Very well.
She's gonna like scurry back to Rain. She's like, I think we're gonna be okay.
They did great.
He didn't kill me right away. I think it's gonna be fine.
It'll all even out. It's fine.
He's like,
We
well,
should have one of the kids go next to like soften.
Bubbles, go.
who?
Bubbles.
Oh. Hi. Hi. I'm Bubbles.
Jamna, play a song.
Jamna?
Not Jamna.
Jambette.
Jambette.
Hi.
Damn, wrong campaign.
Hi, I'm Bubbles. I guess I'm like the brains, and I've never seen a dragon before. You are very, very impressive. If I could ask, what kind of mushroom is that's growing there on your elbow? It looks most interesting. He's like shaking, and Verdansk will, he kind of looks down at Bubbles, who's very tiny in comparison to him. He looks, and he kind of like looks down and he goes, "They're known as button mushrooms."
You're trying to loosen up my buttons.
My buttons!
Thanks. Are they edible? I will be asking the questions, Bubbles. And he will lean down and give Bubbles a sniff. He kind of like has to sniff him from further away to avoid that. Mm-hmm. But like, yeah, he definitely has to kind of
sniff from a distance.
Sniff from above. And he'll say, "You are but a child, are you not?" Yes, sir. That is correct. I am. But I'm pretty handy. I'm not here to judge you on your worth. You may go. And Bubbles will pat over. Mm-hmm. I think I did good. I was not bad.
You did great, buddy. And I patted him on his head.
Jambette will then come up and introduce herself. So, my name's Jambette. I hope you like music, because I like music, and I'm practicing this cool new thing. And look, I want our kids to be safe. That's it. I don't have anything else to say, really. And he'll kind of lean his head over. You definitely need to keep working on that song, but I do quite enjoy music. And he'll wave her off.
Not here to judge your worth, but I am here to judge you.
It's girls.
And then I will say, let's see, Tad, one of the squad leaders, he's the dark brown one with black specks. He will come up and he has Lucky with him. And he also, like, all the kids are kind of, like, gathered around him. And he'll say, "I am Tad. I'm here a part of the Leap Syndicate, which I'm not sure if Boulder told you about yet. Boulder's like, I have not. And these are the children. We're trying to survive and save our people. I'm sure Dart had already told you about that stuff, though. This is true. One by one, the frogs will come up, and they all get a pretty calm reception from Danks.
I thought you were going to say a harsh dressing down by Danks.
And then Boulder comes forward.
Oh boy.
Bum, bum, bum. And backed it up.
Introduce yourself, young one. I am Boulder, Blade of the King.
That's a probationary title.
And Danks will be like, okay. It is my purpose to eradicate all orcs and to save my people. I will accomplish this at any cost. I am the founder of the Leap Syndicate and the commander. Judge me, Grand Dragon. I will accept your judgment. And he does not bow. He just stares at him right in the face.
Please forgive his intensity, O Majestic One.
Zavari's making very stressed eye contact
Yeah,
with
like,
Ray.
We're having a conversation
very clear
with
conversation.
our eyes.
Eyes and eyebrows.
Mm-hmm. Forehead tilts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I remember you showed me that that TikTok about the glances and how much they can communicate. You've prepped me for this.
Mm-hmm.
See, I'm learning royalty
How to smack talk as a royal.
without saying a goddamn thing.
It's very important.
Boulder's nickname is Unsettling Severity.
Given by Dart, who recently held the title.
So yeah, he'll lean his head down and give Boulder a really good sniff. Boulder does not look away at all the entire time. It's just kind of direct staring. For once, Danks does not say anything. And he says, I need the next person to step forward. And Boulder will pad over to you guys. And just kind of stand next to you and fold his arms. He's standing right between Zavari and Rain. And he tries to stand sort of near Zavari.
Zavari is communicating this with her eyebrows.
Rain gets between them and hip checks him over and be like, it's the remember your place.
Talrin will.
Oh yeah, I was like, who the fuck's left? Oh,
Talrin and Shadow Viper.
Yeah.
Talrin will step forward, and he'll be like, hello, great dragon, grand dragon. I am Talrin. I am a captain in my father's militia. And I am learning a lot about the world outside my home, and I am currently a prisoner of war. However, they are treating me very well. Anyway, I don't want to cause any trouble. I just I kind of have to come along because I'm a prisoner and everything. And he just kind of shifty eyes looks around, and Danks is he just kind of takes it in stride. He goes, very well, and he'll lean his head down. I can smell a lot of turmoil within you, a lot of confusion, very much like that Zavari girl over there.
What the?
He also smells pomade.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't even tell me that you sense confusion in me. What the? You're telling people my business.
He's not saying everything he's getting from the sniffs. He's just, he's just sniffing.
I am also just going to state I am very disappointed in all of us for not saying it's the Great Stone Dragon.
That could be the name of the episode.
Great Stone Dragon, have you awakened? Dart. Trying to awaken.
Meme for the future.
Stony? Stony.
Stony. Danky.
Oh my god.
I was over here trying to draw the Great Stone Dragon.
You awakened. Oh, yes. Great Stoned Dragon.
Save that for 420.
Yeah, save that for 420. But yes, so he's satisfied with his sniffing of Talrin and, says that, like I said, he senses the confusion and the turmoil. And he says, he also says to Talrin, you have a Drake companion, do you not? And he's like, yeah, she's honestly kind of like my best friend. I don't know, she's like, I guess technically my pet, but like, I don't really think of it like that exactly. It's more like, we're just like roommates. I don't know, that sounds weird. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And he's like, very well. Please step aside.
I now smell more anxiety.
I smell so much fear and desperation coming from the whole crowd.
And fake heroism.
Oh my gosh, yeah, he would smell that fake shit.
Oh yeah, he smelled the heroism.
It smells like Japanese cherry blossom from Acid Body.
Oh my god. And Talrin will like walk over and he'll like walk right up to Rain and be like, I did. And he's like,
You did it. High five.
pow. Yeah.
Rain, who was right next to Boulder.
Oh. And he like sees Boulder and is like, and then he like takes
Right
a step
next to
away.
It's all right.
Rain looks up at Boulder and does the eye pull down and tongue stick out
And then Boulder licks his eye in response.
damn.
Oh my god, even that's intense. My god.
My tongue is still adequate.
And dang.
Her? Zavar just looks at her.
The last person is Shadow Vipers. There's no one else, right?
I think
Gosh,
so.
you guys have such a huge crew. Yeah. So yeah, Shadow Viper will come up. He'll slither up because he has like a snaky body, and he will say, "Sir, I call myself Shadow Viper. I am an employee of Dart over there. I am here to watch his back and to act if anyone is to try to assassinate him or kill him. That is the only reason why I'm here. I will not disturb anything else. I will not bother anyone else. And that's it." Verdinx will look like at Dart and kind of like shift his head. And he's like, "You have those that wish to assassinate you."
Yeah. Heavy is the
don't
head
we
and
all?
all that.
So having you here, you would be bringing trouble to my reliquary?
So I wouldn't be staying. I got other stuff to do all over the place. I'm mostly just trying to find a home for the other frogs.
You will need a place to rest, will you not?
Yeah. Presumably, there shouldn't be trouble following us here. At least regards to my kingliness.
Granted, my reliquary is well hidden.
The assassination stuff, it's more further away from here.
Yeah, he's kind of just like, I hired him just in case. There haven't been any like,
Any attempts, really.
what's the word I'm looking for? Like any, I'm not aware of any conspiracy against me actively, but it's better to be prepared. You know what I mean?
I understand. And he'll lower his head and he'll just kind of just nod his head and say to Shadow Viper, "It appears that you are exactly as you seem. Thank you." And Shadow Viper slithers off. And
That's what I
he's
love about that guy.
"I think he liked me the most."
Honestly, I think you're right.
So, like, do we need to, like, step aside, have a chat about anybody? Like,
I do potentially have some concerns I'd like to speak with you about later. For now, I would like to personally extend an invite to you to stay at my reliquary for the night. From there, I will decide what the best course of action would be to do. I think, given the... And he kind of turns his head as if he's like considering whether or not he should say exactly what he means. Given how endangered your species is at the current moment.
I truly appreciate that.
Typically, I do not house, what's the word? Civilized creatures in my reliquary. But I'm willing to make an exception when the time calls for it. I understand how important the preservation of life is. With that being said, I'm not sure if this place will be the best permanent or semi-permanent home for them while you're sorting things out. But we will find a place for them, at the very least. For now, though, I think the best thing to do would be to allow everyone to rest. I can tell that you are very weary and hungry and feeble.
Cool.
Right, not now. We can talk about the complex later.
I will.
This is our eye conversation.
I will allow you. I will allow you some time to discuss things amongst yourselves while I finish my nap. But interrupted. I only have a few good hours of sun left, but I'll be up at sundown. Please do not disturb me. You can be as loud as you want, just don't touch me. That will wake me up.
Nobody touched this guy's butt.
Especially not my butt.
But never dream of it.
Thank you. Zavari, you had felt a shift in your diplomat's pouch earlier, and now you finally have a chance to actually pull out that letter and read it.
Yeah.
And while you're reading it, Dart, you realize that you had also received a letter. And Rain, you also received a letter.
What? When I just put my phone down.
It probably doesn't make that much sense for you guys to all get them at the same time. It's just easier for me as the DM. So, over the past hour or so, you guys all got your letters. The dragon lumbers over to his resting spot and kind of starts to curl up. And he does the thing where he, circles.
He has to make the bed.
Several times. Lays down, doesn't like it, gets up, circles again. Lays down, finally settled. Tucks his, nose in. And then, as soon as he kind of, exhales, all of a sudden, he just kind of morphs into stone. It's like...
Animorphs.
I'm thinking more like, like he's like, maybe he's kind of like earthbending, like he's covered in like this mud and moss and stuff, and it's just, everything just kind of solidifies as he falls asleep. And the frogs are like, yeah. Bubbles is like, oh my god, this place is amazing. Have you seen those trees? Are those cherry
Kids, settle.
Oh,
It's like
quaking.
taking the kids to the pool during the summer.
Overcome with so much excitement.
One of the other kids, Cap, the blue kid who's like the oldest, he he runs into the cave and he's like, there's a come look, guys, and they're all just like excitedly running around.
Single file, no pushing. Everyone's gonna get a turn to look at the stuff.
You're trying to organize them and they're just bouncing all around. This is like the safest place they've been. You guys are like cloaked in a misty veil in this area. In the Reliquary, any attempts to magically disguise yourself fail. And if you are magically disguised as you enter the Reliquary, the mist washes it away. And wake my dreams and wash away my disguised self. But yeah, the sun's hitting this area really good. It's like warm. There's like an inexplicable breeze coming through. It's nice, especially after all that rain yesterday. Talron's like, well, hey, we did it. He likes us, right? I mean, he didn't say that he likes us, but like, he likes us, right?
Momentarily, at least.
That's all it takes sometimes.
Damn it! That was the perfect opportunity for a Knight's Tale reference. Maybe not you.
Damn.
Hey, if anything, he didn't like, and he like, he kind of like side eyes Boulder. Doesn't say anything. If anything, he didn't like.
Well, that's
Poke
a
his back.
complicated situation. He's a very special boy.
Yeah.
He's a very special boy.
You don't take home to Verdun.
Yep, that's it. That's it.
You've got to make you look bad. Anyway, sorry. Yeah, so, yeah, that was great. What now? He told us to, like, rest.
Yeah, so there's like a... Did they scamper off into the cave, or are they just looking around this, like...
Some of them have scampered off into the cave. Some are, like, looking around. One of them's, like, climbing a tree.
This is not a playground. We're here to rest. Let's go into the cave and figure out our situation.
Aw, come on.
There'll be plenty of time for that. He said we could stay here temporarily while we go deal with some stuff.
And then like, you see like at the top of like there's like an actually decorative like rock, and at the top of it there's two of the young froglets, Drip and Dare, and they are catching dragonflies.
He said don't do anything to the living stuff in his place.
Oh.
You don't eat snacks at a guest house without first being shown the fridge.
Sorry. And they like hop down, all nervous. He probably won't notice, right?
Just
If
go.
we're lucky.
You eat top shelf bugs?
Well, we eat bugs. They're like,
I'm confident that our top of the food chain guy understands the food chain, but let's just one thing at a time. Let's go figure out where we're resting at, and then we can.
Let's get to the hotel, then we can go get food.
Smart.
Okay. The instant the kids are saved, they act like children.
Warms the heart to see.
So they will all go into the cave with you. This is your guys's, this is Zavari and Rain and everyone else's first time seeing the cave. Inside the cave, and you can all, like, you can also see, like, inside the cave there is a river, that has been slowed with a mossy dam. There is also a pool of clear water. And on the rocky walls of the cave, there are planters that have been, like, shaped into the stone that are, each planter is holding, like, an individual species of plant. And they're all, like, thriving well. It's like he created, you know, the correct environment for them.
Remember that we are guests here, so don't touch anything unless I tell you to touch it.
Can we swim in the water?
The river, yes. The super clear water, no.
Okay. And, like, one of them was literally like about to jump into the clear water. It's like, oh, okay.
Zavari's like, damn.
I think that's like his special drinking water. Like he's got a Brita or something. I don't know.
That's the nicest Brita I've ever seen.
It's a 3 waterfall filtration system.
Yeah. There's three different layers of moss.
Okay.
The eye communication
so-
does not translate via podcast.
No, it doesn't. So the kids are, they're, Jambet's like, gather around, kids, gather around. I'll play us, like, a little song, and then, you know, we can let the adults talk. And they're like, okay, all right. And she starts gathering the children and trying to entertain them and kind of get them away from the, you know, the people in charge. Boulder will go up to, he kind of goes up to Dart and he's like, the dragon did not like me.
Why do you think that is?
I do not know. I was honest, like you said.
Did you, I don't know, stare at him menacingly and not take a knee or show any reverence?
No. Well, I didn't take a knee. I wasn't being menacing. I was just looking.
I don't know, I feel like
Should
from
I have not looked?
certain perspectives it kind of seemed like you were trying to intimidate him by staring him down. Were you just trying to be brave, or what was going on there?
I wanted him to know that I am proud to be the blade of the king.
Okay. I appreciate the initiative. Maybe just, in the future.
Does he not respect the will of a warrior?
I think more it's that dragons tend to be at the top of the food chain, so they kind of expect everyone to, show them a certain level of, respect. And I feel like if the king is showing respect to someone, then you, as the blade of the king, definitely need to show respect to that someone. You gotta follow my lead on that kind of social situation. I'm not mad at you. I'm just giving you advice for future interactions with giant, majestic, very dangerous dragons.
I do not understand. But I will attempt to rectify my behavior.
I'm just saying follow my lead.
Okay.
That being said, this is a good temporary spot where the children will be safe. I think we can all be glad about that.
Indeed. I don't know who would disturb a dragon besides us.
Yeah. right.
Ham fact it up.
Who is someone that has done your character dirty, and how? Who do you have beef with? Well, not necessarily. Maybe you let it go. So I will be doing drift.
Druidic beef.
Druidic beef. So one time when I was a new sort of adventurer, I was kind of like a fledgling druid. Well, I was in a team with my best friend, Flame. His full name was like Flame of the Hearth. And we had been besties from like kittens. And one time we were on this mission, and we were entering a territory that was too hazardous for us to bring our horses. However, it was also really far away from like the nearest stable, so we had to have somebody ride back with all the horses to get them to the stables. Well, we sent Flame. Long story short, he never returned. He took the horses, sold them, and fled the country.
Damn.
He was also my first boyfriend.
Oh.
Your first flame. That's sizzled. So, Rain has beef with some pompous teachers from her school. I just need to also just clarify again, teachers are amazing and impactful and you should be supporting them. But like,
Just not these ones.
not these fucking teachers. They are the Brileys. They are mentors at the conservatory. And in particular, Lady Vanya Briley. He is the vice principal. Essentially the vice principal. There's probably better titles. But of the Waking Dream. And her husband, Lord Goris Briley, who is the Elvish grammar teacher. Rain did not do well in Elvish grammar.
It's like, does Rain know Elvish?
No. For students to gain scraps, you have to go outside of the conservatory to like actually do stuff for communities and do things for people. And so you can only do that with a guide and on supervised approved trips. And we went on a supervised approved trip that gained Rain her final scraps to become a full-fledged member of the conservatory. They did not feel she should be in the conservatory, that she didn't deserve it, that she didn't deserve to be a path changer, because she didn't like do the thing. Like she didn't do like what the school does. She just passed a test that she didn't know what she was taking. The vice principal found a loophole in the paperwork. She ended up being able to take those scraps. I can't remember exactly how many it was, but it was in her dream from a couple episodes ago.
Oh, yeah. The list of people that have done Zavari dirty is a long one.
Mm-hmm.
We will not be going over each and every one today. We're going to take it back to much simpler times. In fact, when Zavari was little, there was this girl in the courts, Lady Lydia. So she was hanging out with Lydia. They became pretty close pretty quickly. Zavari would learn that is because Lydia, of course, had ulterior motives. She thought Zaris was really cute. And, well, it's hard to get around Zaris. But, I mean, if you're friends with the sister, then that can work out for you. Eventually, Zavari was able to put two and two together. It did take like a year and a half. It took a long time. And eventually, when she did, she was so sad and heartbroken. Lydia noticed the shift and was convinced that Zavari sabotaged her somehow. Just absolutely convinced. And then from that day on, would just do like little shit to pick on Zavari. Zavari has since let it go. She has bigger fish to fry, but that might change when she goes back to Umbermore. Who knows?
When Dart was still like a hunter, and like that was his main occupation, he was once contracted to hunt a direwolf. It was pretty early on. He decided to take on a partner and split the reward with them. Needless to say, as soon as we were like certain of victory, he stabbed me in the back with a poison dagger.
Dead ass.
And then took the direwolf and like went to collect the reward all for himself. No splitsies. Not realizing that I have resistance to poison being a frog folk, I survived the attack.
Surprise, bitch, I lived.
Dexter,
good
surprise,
reference.
motherfucker!
Ham fact it down.
This podcast is brought to you by our Patreon. Become a patron today at patreon.com/rollforthpod. Gain access to exclusive perks like premium ham facts. It's roughly double the ham. D-mail letters. Sorry folks, no nudes. Connect with our Discord community. Access Patreon exclusive campaigns. And more. Become a patron today.
I think the next prudent move would be to try and figure out what our plan is for rescuing the rest of the frog folk. Because we need to we need to get on that.
We need to get on that. We need to get on the temple. We need to get on the trial. We need to get.
It is simple. We lock down the farms, kill all of the orcs inside, and then work our way out, slaughtering every man, woman, and child in Vinvara.
Every what, and what?
Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna pause you right there. We're just gonna rewind a little bit. And I feel like now is a good time to ask you if you think doing exactly to them what they have done to us is justice, or if it makes us just like them.
If I may,
Lay it on me. What do you got?
did you forget the core tenets of the Leap Syndicate, where we get our namesake? Liberate, empower, annihilate, and then propagate. That is the plan. That is the goal. That has always been clear to me. It isn't...
Okay, well, okay.
I mean...
Let me try to put this a different way. There's like 12 of us and like 10,000 orcs or so. So the odds aren't exactly in our favor for just...
Conveniently, I need to claim 10,000 souls.
Yeah,
Oh,
but you like
Boulder.
can't do all that at once. You know what I mean?
You are correct.
Like, it's gonna take some time. And, like, all I'm saying is that... Okay, a couple questions. So you're like, your deal with your blade, right? Does that say they specifically have to be orc souls? Or
No.
can those just be the souls of whoever you dispatch?
No, they do not have to specifically be orc souls, nor am I actually required to slay 10,000.
Side
Just for the
question:
love of the game.
could you like take the pommel of that blade and just like smack a few ant holes and really pump up your numbers? How's this work? Like, what are we talking about?
I do not believe so. I'm not sure.
Well, I feel like Verdansk would disagree. I feel like he's probably got some souls for the ants. Yeah, he seemed like the type, you know. But, that's neither here nor there. So...
I apologize, my king. I have but one purpose, and you are asking me to expand that purpose, which I will.
Well, I guess I'm just asking you to be a bit more realistic. Like, do I understand that based on what you've seen and experienced that you very much want to annihilate all of the orcs? Absolutely, I understand that. But I feel like you also need to recognize that the greater priority is, like, it's the first thing in Leap is liberate. That's the number one priority. Annihilate's all the way down there at third. And I feel like...
I wanted to spell... Anyway.
It's like that's not the point.
Propagate does come last, though. That's true.
Yeah. So I just feel like the most important thing to me, maybe not to you, is liberation. I want to get the frog folk free. And I don't believe that we necessarily have to kill every man, woman, and child in the orc civilization to
Surely
make
if
that
they
happen.
run, that's fine. They can run. Sorry, it just... Your reaction made me laugh.
I just,
Zavari listening to this conversation.
Talrin is just, like, getting paler and paler by the second.
Oh yeah, that heroism's wearing off.
Yep.
Yeah, I feel like you're real close on it with me. Okay, so the orcs killing every man, woman, and child of the frog folk makes them bad, right? And that's why you hate them, because they...
That is why I hate them. I do
Okay.
not know if that makes them bad.
Okay, but so...
It's not really my...
If you kill every man, woman, and child of the orcs, what does that make you?
So, I mean, they would hate me.
They would. They
But-
would definitely.
It is my purpose to bear the burden of their hate.
It's disconcerting, Boulder, I gotta tell you. Okay, so... Maybe I'll put this in another way.
How do you solve your problems, my king? Do you not use violence?
Oh, I most certainly do. I'm not saying I'm above violence by any means. I'm just saying that I don't think we necessarily need to kill that many in order to get the frog folk free. In fact, I'm not saying, like, the fewer the better, but, like, we don't want to drag... Like, the longer this problem drags out, the more at risk the frog folk are. So we want, like, efficiency. We want to get this
I
done
understand.
quickly.
Yes. Yes, I understand. Then I believe that we should secure the farm. If orcs can't get in or out of it, they will have no choice but to stop killing more people.
Yeah. Okay, so that's some sound logic there. You've been to the farms, right?
Yes. I do know a way in, but only you and I or the other frogs could fit.
Okay. Yeah, I don't like where
Unless
that's
your
going.
friends have some way of traversing stone or burrowing or
I mean, that could be a problem. I don't think anyone...
teleporting. Maybe. I'm not sure.
I'd rather right being.
All right. No. No.
No more fiends.
You get out like a rolled up newspaper. No. No.
A spray bottle.
Okay.
Shadow Viper will slither up and he'll like kind of look at you like, I don't mean to interrupt, I apologize.
What's up, SV?
I was just going to say that in my experience, one does not need to kill them all, mainly to destabilize their current way of life.
Not to be insensitive, but I believe there's an idiom about cutting the head off of a snake that would apply in this particular situation. No disrespect.
I mean, cutting my head off would definitely kill me. So, it is accurate. So, yeah.
Well,
I think if there's some way to cause dissent or even doubt among their leadership, that is what did my queen in.
what about doubt of, is there another food source that, of course, isn't here? Of course.
Nowhere near.
Because that's the problem, right, Halloran? Is that like...
Well, that is part of the problem, but they've suggested that the frog folk are being used in Blood Harvester Vryn's whatever it is he's doing. More and more.
Yeah, so Talaran will walk up and then join the conversation and be like, well, yeah, I mean, it's kind of like, I'm trying to think about how to put this, and I don't want to like trigger anybody, but it's kind of like just a part of our food source and not our main source of food. It's like DM would liken it to like chicken. Right? Obviously, you eat other types of meat, but, like, chicken's around a lot, you know? It's kind of like that.
The chicken of the woad. Got it.
Oh, my God. Yeah,
That's a brand.
Chicken of the woad.
No.
Oh, my God.
Uh-oh, we'll save that pocket for later.
But, yeah, they're doing something else with them. I don't know what. I mean, it just doesn't make sense, and I've never...
The fluid in your fluid-filled canals.
I find that deeply disturbing.
I've never seen I've never seen the whole process.
Okay.
I guess.
So I wonder if this...
But... Oh, go ahead. Sorry, Rain.
And Zavari's and my conversations, we talked about the idea of maybe something carving through the stone. Right, and then you said it while we were like communicating, and through our, I wish I had my phone. Through our eye communication, that what if this dragon could help us?
Well, if we can like go stealthy and like free the frogs, they're like they're under the ground, right?
What I'm wondering is if we secure the farm and like
I was waiting for that.
Take control of this chunk of their food supply, would that draw the attention of their leader? Or do we try to get to the leader, and the fact that we're attacking him draws attention away from the farm, allowing the frog folk to be smuggled out while we draw the orc attention
While we attack
somewhere else?
Ren?
Yes.
I think attacking Vren, that would mean getting to like his tower, which is like in the middle of the town.
True. And we don't know a way in.
We don't know. I think there's too many unknown variables in that
You can
plan.
thin the forces by like starting one place, but then strategically going to Vren later.
Talon will say, and I was going to suggest, based off of what Shadow Viper had said, and just the general discussion about drawing like attention away from the anyway, Lokara, I think she'd be an easier target to get at than Vryn. She doesn't like being in the city, so she always makes any excuse she can to leave.
And she is important. She makes those fucked up orcs. Those blood-marked orcs.
Fucked you over.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure she cut me off from everyone.
Did you saw what happened, right? And he knows, right?
Daru. Oh, wait.
Or Daru saw what happened?
Yeah, Daru.
Talaran, he knows.
Okay.
Because she literally, like,
Pushed him.
turned around and was like... So he saw it.
Okay.
She has a lot of power and influence, and I don't know. I just feel like it would, I mean, it's not quite like the snake's head, and he goes, no offense, Shadow Viper, but it's like one of the snake's fangs.
What's the other fang? What's the other fangs?
Well,
Not saying that. I think this is probably the easiest one.
Yeah.
Well, my question for Talrin is, do you think if we got the frogs out, that he would send, like, Vryn would send Lokara to try and deal with it? Would that be his, like, first move, his go-to move?
honestly, I'm surprised he hasn't already sent Lokara after us. I mean, it would most likely be either, it would most likely be, not coming from Vryn directly, but I mean, yeah, I'm shocked that she hasn't been on our tail yet. I don't know if she hasn't been able to find us or what, but I wouldn't be surprised if she was looking for us already. They probably have some kind of task force. We're big on teams.
Yeah, I might have run into a couple of those already.
Remember when we ran out of the hut?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was a part of a task force as well to explore the pyramid. So she's likely got some associates with her, but I don't know. I mean, there could be something more important that she's attending to. But I'd say it's only a matter of time. Like, you guys are threatening enough that he retracted some of the outer forces. So.
Okay.
If I'm don't mean to like. I mean, I know my father well, and I know his commander well, and dealing with something directly by hunting the issue down, especially considering you guys are such a small force. I mean, it makes sense that that's what they would want to do. So, more than likely, Lokara will be there.
Okay, Boulder. Tell me about the entrance to the farm that you know.
Yes. At the edge of the city, there is a garden of sorts. And he kind of looks at Talrin. A garden of carnivorous, or I guess I should say, a garden of hunting plants. There are these big bulbous flowers that have like a liquid inside them that catch flies, and there are other plants that have jaws that close around their prey. They have these large, stinky plants that attract lots of flies. I believe that this is how they round up the insects to feed our people. And in this garden, there is a direct passageway. It's just like an overgrown like hole in the rock, and it looks like it's. I'm thinking, or I guess here. Sorry, he would say. So there's there's a basement. There's a basement to one of the ancient buildings, and there's like a hole in the stone that is an entryway into that basement, and from that basement is a passageway to the farms, and he's able to sneak like along the top part of the wall and kind of just crawl above all of the orcs' heads and stuff down that passageway into like where the farms are, where they are holding. He should say the spawning pools, but he knows like that those are connected to like other pools, other chambers, and this is like on the east side of the city. So you guys are, I think you guys are currently east of the city.
I always imagined us south, but I didn't know exactly.
Well, you're like southeast, yeah. Because I remember you guys are like, and the temple is like even further east.
Yeah.
So you guys are kind of like, you're in between like the temple and the city, essentially. It's somewhere in between those things. The temple, they're both like, the temple's pretty far, and you guys are decently far from the city where you are. It's like close enough that Verdinx has been like annoyed by the orcs, or like is aware of their presence. You know, it's relatively where that cave was. It's not the entrance that he knows of under the city is not very close to the tower. The tower's in the middle of the city, and the entrance is kind of like on the edge of the city. So, they're pretty far apart from each other. At least that's the entrance. The caverns underneath the city are pretty large, and part of them do extend under the tower.
I don't know. I feel like this Lokara idea.
I feel like it gets the message across.
We fucking get her.
Yeah. I mean, she's doing evil shit anyway.
She does not come here.
Mm-mm.
She is not allowed near here. And we should probably set up the armor.
We gotta draw her somewhere where we know we have the upper hand.
Where are those monkeys?
They're part of the waking dream now.
Oh, yeah.
They've got a scrap.
Waking Dream is like fucking monkeys.
Yep.
Sometimes.
Let's go. Then, yeah, I think that's solid. Then we won't have to deal with her in the city, you know?
Yeah.
And it does. It sends a message.
It sends a big message.
The only thing is we'll have to figure out where she is or what she's doing. Or, I guess...
How to draw her. We just have to make a big magical presence. And they would need to send a big magical presence.
No more pyramids.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Oh my god.
Just kidding, I'm saving them.
Rain, put the beans down. My house. Not my house. Not my house.
The little replica pyramid.
Oh, yeah.
Is that what you're saving?
We'll see. We'll see. Oh, wait, I have what?
You remember you asked him, like, about, like,
A little
seeing
replica.
him again?
Oh, yeah.
And he was like, he gave you one little pyramid, and he said, push the top in like a button if you want to see me again.
Yes.
But it will only work once.
If you do that in, like, the backyard, the gardens. Actually, not the gardens. My mom would be pissed. Don't do that at my house.
There's nowhere for you to do it.
We'll see. Anyways, keep going. Let's go.
I was just gonna say, if we take out one of their teams and let one of them get away, he'll go back and say where he was when he got ambushed. Mm-hmm. And that's probably where they'll start the search from, because it's the last place they knew we were. So if we can ambush them somewhere that we can also, like, a place of our choosing, or somewhere advantageous, so that when they return to that spot, we're already there waiting, and it's like a good spot for us to take them on.
Mm-hmm.
The question is, how do we get that person who takes the message to get Lokara to come with them without, like, directly asking for her, because then she'll know it's a trap.
Well, what I think we just do is that we take out the nearest crew that we find with lots of magic. then they know that they have to send someone who can use loss of magic to combat us, in theory.
And Drift will be like, yeah. And when she came out before, she was like trying to get loot. It's like
Maybe we flash some bling and some magic like we don't even have to kill all of them. We can, or just send one of them. We could like fuck them up real bad.
What if we really play up the Talon as prisoner thing?
Mm-hmm. Yes, I agree.
That's also an option.
and Talon's like, I think she thinks I'm dead, but I don't know that she,
Would you like to keep it that way?
I mean, I don't know that I'm pretty sure she wants me dead.
I think the
So I don't
drop
know.
would be amazing. Like, we could cinematically, like, make that
I live,
happen.
bitch.
Yeah, exactly. We could have one of those moments.
What
Like,
if?
why not? Why? Yeah.
What? Okay.
Sorry.
This would be a big leap. It'd be
Syndicate?
it'd be a lot of trust we'd be putting in Tauren. If we sent him back to tell Lokar that he escaped and that he knows how to get to all the loot that was left behind, she'd come back for that.
Yes. But in order to do that, or before Rain is comfortable doing that, Rain is going to reach into her bag
Oh boy.
and grab a candle.
Ooh.
Talon's like, is everything okay? Why is everybody looking at me?
We all just need to calm down. Let me light some candles. Zavari, could you help me? Actually,
What?
here, and I just give her some candles. I
Flame.
don't have a lot, but like I just need maybe like 4 candles here.
Okay. Lit.
I don't know what you're doing.
And I
Just go with it, dark.
hand one to Talren.
Oh, thanks.
And
Are we doing like a eulogy?
I do another one. Sorry, I want one for Drift as well.
Oh.
And for him. So
Drift is like, yes.
I'm just
I love being
carrying on.
included.
I don't have
Light
like,
as a feather, stiff as a board. Light as
I don't have
Drift's
like
like,
the
oh,
full
we're not doing that one?
description of it. I can't remember. I have like a abbreviated, but Candle's Insight was one of the spells I got from the Arcadia's Arcanopedia. And it's the flicker if telling the truth. Caster questions to reveal truth. Misleading or partial answer equals flicker, and dim. Lie equals flare will go out. So, in particular, the one that he has.
Okay.
All right, everyone, just breathe. And she's trying not to like make it obvious. Like there's a lot of tension happening. You just need to take some breaths. Don't blow out your candle, but take some breaths.
And he's like super nervous.
That heroism is.
Just look at the fire.
Good.
Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth.
Okay.
Zavari.
Huh.
Mr. Abraham is like, never have I ever.
Yeah.
So, yes. Hello.
Never have I ever betrayed a friend. And everybody looks at
Of
Valorant.
my own.
I don't know. What would be something that you would do at the church in this moment of time where we're trying to contemplate things and
Like what I would do normally, or what I would do
just
like right there now.
Maybe like tensions are high and we're trying to calm down. I think we need to calm down before we can have a full plan.
I would suggest prayer, honestly. And if that didn't work, depending on who it is, honestly, I would tell them that they can have their drugs if they want it.
Dart, I don't want to ask the same question, but I might just...
If this was your kids.
You come to a fork in the road.
Yeah.
And there are 2 twins. One will only tell the truth and one will only tell lies. Sorry. I don't know.
What does it mean to you to trust someone?
Oh man, what a open-ended subjective question that is.
I just want to lay out the expectations. And this is eye communications. I want to lay out the expectations for Talrin before I ask him the question that, like, is the truth and stuff.
Man, it's a complicated question. What does it
Start
mean to
knowing what
trust
trust
someone?
looks like.
What do we need? How about this? What do we need Talrin to do?
Wait, okay, so this is about me. Drift is like, no, it's theoretical. Just go along with it. You don't understand.
Talrin, it's about
Rain,
us.
I'm following you. Trust is important. And he just kind of gives like a toothy smile.
You're right, Drift. And I look at Talrin and I'm just like, you know what? Fuck this. You're right. Trust is important. And yeah, we're trying to figure out if we can trust you. Can we trust you? Like, who are you backing? You are our prisoner, but you're not. Like, how do you feel about us taking down Vren?
And trust is to me, I think, is particularly in this scenario, it's putting like the consequences of like what could happen to me in someone else's hands and believing that that they won't let me down, that they will do. No, they'll take an action that won't result in like the consequences I've entrusted them with, like negatively impacting me, I guess.
So I guess the question really is this, Talrin.
You asked a lot of questions.
So this is
I'm a little confused.
This is the question to help all the questions.
Okay.
Can we trust you?
Trust me to do what?
The last time you saw Lokara, she pushed you into the pyramid and left you behind, where your soul was captured by a pharaoh, until we rescued you. That whole deal, right?
How long was I in that Umber realm? Was it like 500 years or?
I mean, she's still alive.
I know. It just felt like a really long time. And I was hoping that, like, anyway, never mind.
Time passes differently in that realm, so I'm sure it felt like a long time. Having your soul trapped feels terrible.
Yeah.
It's a future ham factor in Dart.
But, so what we want you to do is we think that Lokara is greedy. That she is...
A bitch.
That she is looking for artifacts of power and value. And believes that they were in the pyramid and she was able to get herself out but didn't get the treasure. So if you show back up alive, you could claim that you got out and you know how to get that treasure. And she might believe you and follow you, and you could lead her into a trap laid by us. And if that trap was successful, you would have our trust. Because we would have trusted you and you would have come through for us.
So I ask again, can we trust you to not fuck us over and do what's right?
Our hope is that by taking down Lokara and eventually Vryn, we can settle things with the orcs and the frog folk with, like, as few deaths as possible on either side. And we believe that, like, dismantling the leadership at that level is the safest and most expedient way to find a resolution to all this. She'd be like, Shadow Viper, do you also do assassinations?
Yes, I do.
No. Fire stays true.
Remember that, though.
Like, I do both sides of that deal. I'm like, I'm really glad I'm paying you stupidly well.
Like, his specialty is security, but he can do assassinations.
Sometimes that is security.
it wasn't his line of work, but he knows how to do it, you know? So Talrin he's kind of just like, he looks overwhelmed, and he's like, I'm honest. Will you kill me if I don't say exactly what you want me to say?
No.
No. Speak your truth.
Before you do, though, let me say this.
With the knife.
Boulder is behind with the...
I think that you have seen that what's happening to my people is wrong. And I think that some part of you knows that there has to be a better way. And maybe this is the plan, maybe it isn't, but I do believe that you know that. Tell me how you feel.
You asked me if you could trust me to not fuck you over. Honestly, I don't know. I'm really confused. I admit I don't know, I'm almost embarrassed. It's just, I don't know if you believe me when I say I didn't understand what exactly my people were doing to your people.
Was the fire steady?
It's like a flicker. But it's mostly steady. It's like a very slight flicker.
A slight misleading or partial answer.
I
Pick up a tadpole. Look at this baby and tell me you won't help us. Look at his squishy little face.
I mean, humans have cows and chickens and a lot of, I mean, we also have other like livestock. It's just, it's not like...
So should we start eating orcs? What?
Frogs are friends, not food.
Yeah.
It's just not that simple. It's just not that simple. And, you know, his flame's kind of flickery. But it's just... My whole life, I've been traveling with my people. I've been living with my family. And I never once looked at them and thought that they were bad. Actually, where I'm from, I'm called the Valiant, if you could believe it. And it's not flickering at all when he says that. I know I don't seem like much now, but there was a lot about my life that I loved. And everything is being turned on its head, I suppose. I'm having a hard time.
I understand the feeling of your home being turned into something unfamiliar to you.
I can't betray my people. I'm starting to wonder if aligning my interests with you is also aligning, you know, is also the best interest, in my people's best interest. I mean, to be honest, I've been disconcerted with Vryn for a while now. And especially...
Straight flame.
Yep, straight flame. Especially when... when I lost my girlfriend and my best friend, and they disappeared. And I heard that they were taken to the tower. And my dad told me to stop crying about it and to stop mentioning it. And there's something wrong. There's a sickness in my people, and it's not, and it's like flickering. It's not all of them. It's just I don't know. I don't know who I'm supposed to save or who I'm supposed to fight for. Or what's gonna happen? I don't know what's happened. I don't know what Vryn is doing. I don't know if he has some grand plan that is better for everyone in the long run. I don't know. All I know is like,
no grand plan is worth all that.
I mean, it's just.
So what I'm hearing is you need closure. You need answers. And Loyae has those answers.
And she betrayed you.
And
She
fucking
did.
betrayed
I'm
you.
not like, singing her praises. It's just, it's complicated. It's complicated. Like,
It's more about the system.
I'm awaiting like the birth of my twin brothers. Like, my mom's expecting. I need to like be a good big brother, and like, I can't get my family killed.
And we don't want to get your family killed.
Well, some of you do. Some of you do want that. And I understand that you're trying to change his mind in the same way that you're trying to change my mind. But, you guys are being really fucking mean to me in comparison. I think I'm being kind of reasonable, or I'm trying to. At first, like, I was just trying to save my ass, trying to make sure that I didn't fucking die and made sure I could get back home. And he's, not flickering, and he's like, and then I realized that I was disconnected from Dreamer. And I think that means I was abandoned. Or that Loyae cut me off. I don't know. I'll surely be abandoned if they find out I'm a traitor. But I also don't want to, like... Man, I don't want to hurt cute little kids. I don't even want to hurt ugly little kids.
Unless that kid's a dick.
It's just, I didn't really... It's just, it's kind of like one of those things you just, like, like, who's really thinking about, like, the unfair mining labor that goes into our swords? Like, I don't know, I just didn't really think about it like that, And now his flame is flickering. I'm having a hard time accepting everything. And I don't think it's a good idea to send me to Loyae. She wanted me dead, and she knows that I know she wanted me dead. So I feel like if I go to her and try to get her out of, goad her into a situation, she's going to assume that it's an ambush of some sort.
No
Even if
future?
she doesn't think that
Or
I'm working with you guys. I don't know. I mean, you took my ring, but I was already disconnected when you took it anyway, so...
There's no flicker, I'm assuming, because it feels like super
no flicker. The candle's still burning. I don't think it's a bad idea to try to lure Loyae out. I just don't think I could do it. I mean, maybe if I was like disguised or something and his flame kind of flickers, he's like, I'm not really sure if I can pull it off, and his flame is holding true.
I really like the idea of trying to get her to come out without you, like, revealing until we have her, like, locked up, like, in our possession.
The other thing is, I would really like to get my my Drake back. Fyra, she's my only friend, for sure. And I know Loyae wants her. I don't know if she already has gotten her hands on her or not.
Well, if she does, then she can bring her to us.
That's true. I mean, it's not like Fyra would obey her.
We've taken your only son hostage, and the only person we'll negotiate with is Loyae.
She'd come, but who knows who else would.
My mom probably thinks I'm dead.
Fuck.
We send them.
That's gonna be so stressful for the baby. The
You'd
babies.
Oh yeah, the babies would be. But how relieved she would be that you were alive.
Well, yeah.
Trust me,
when she
mothers
finds
love
out
in finding out their children
We
aren't
send them
dead.
the sword.
You think she...
Right, your sword. And we just make a fucking presence.
Oh, man.
What to do? What to do? I do like the idea of luring Locara out.
Yeah, I think that's the way to go. It's just a matter of how.
In terms of, trying to convince people to go along with whatever plan we end up deciding on, Talron, I can assure you that you are not my biggest headache today. Not by a long shot.
Not
kind of just
even
laughs.
close.
He's like, is it me?
Halloran, why don't you think about it? Taking everything that you've seen, that you've heard, it's not like we can make any plans or many moves right now anyway.
Okay, I'll think about it. Do you want your candle back?
No, you can keep it in case you need to find the light.
It's made of pomade.
Oh, really? No.
But
It's very hard pomade.
Talron, I just want to make sure you know that, if we didn't want to trust you, we wouldn't be talking to you right now. This would not be a discussion situation.
Small sidebar real quick. If we gave someone a candle of truth and convinced them that it was pomade and then they rubbed it in their hair and it seeped in through their scalp into their brain, would they only be able to tell the truth from that point forward or only when they were wearing the pomade?
No, it's as soon as they lie, their hair falls out.
Oh, there it goes.
Do I have my hair back yet?
Oh yeah,
you get it back in one day.
Okay.
yeah, it's back to normal.
Yeah, it grows all the way back the way it was.
It was really itchy.
Oh, yeah.
Insane.
Oh, yeah.
My head is itching just thinking about it.
Dart, your letter was addressed to the Ham Crusaders, and it's got some plot relevant information.
Yeah.
Mine are just I miss you, we can see each other. Monitoring our messages now, so don't say anything dumb.
Mine are about
Nudes.
human sacrifices.
What?
It's just like our playlists. We're all different. We all have different vibes.
I'll elaborate on mine in a bit, but that is definitely something mentioned within mine.
I'm sorry, I said... I miss you. When can I see you?
I want to hug you.
I want to say inappropriate things, but I can't now.
I do just want to be like, hi, Emperor. Just start off every fucking letter. Hi, Emperor.
Explain.
Because the Empire is monitoring his message.
Yeah.
So they see his girlfriend in the Forbidden Zone.
Speaking of which, Edmund would like to meet with us as soon as possible. Because things are growing increasingly complicated on his end, as the Emperor is now monitoring both his and Tace's correspondence.
We need our own code, y'all.
So they are monitoring Edmund's, Tace's, and Zaris.
Mm-hmm. Which I feel like that means they're monitoring maybe yours.
May I read the letter?
Sure.
King, Dart, and Crusaders. It is imperative that we meet in person as soon as possible. I know that things are complicated for you right now, but please. This morning, the Emperor placed a seal on my diplomat's pouch, as well as Tace's. They are no longer private, and every letter sent through them is now able to be screened by the Empire. I have sent this to you using Razalax's pouch, delivered by Tace's familiar, so my message will be delayed for about half a day. I have urgent concerns that I must bring to your attention. We need to coordinate a meeting immediately. Razalax will send Tace's familiar back to us with your response. Lord Edmund Bedegar.
Something not good is going on.
Something wicked this way comes.
For 3 of our closest allies to now be monitored.
Just yet more pressure to get everything done here fast.
We
We
can
can always split the party, all.
see if the dragon will let us put down a teleportation circle here.
Mm-hmm.
It won't disturb anything. It'll be a safe place for us to teleport back and forth.
This is true.
So whatever is going on there sounds like it can't wait for us to figure this out.
If you had some resources from Castle Rend, do you think that would aid you in your quest here in the Woad?
Castle Rend already has it, and like shit going on too.
There is nowhere that we can go that we don't have shit going on.
So, do you have anywhere safe to teleport Edmund to?
No.
And
They're with us right now, but it did not say that.
I mean, we could teleport him here, I guess. It's not like it can't be done. This is safe space.
We could, and then we could teleport Zara's here too. Just so that we all can have like a face-to-face talk about what the fuck is happening.
Yeah.
Zaris won't really be able to say
Oh shit.
what's happening.
But we don't know that.
You know. I thought we do, that's why we're getting spell components.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
We just don't know that they're getting
We don't know the extent.
You don't know what it is that Zaris can't say. You just know that Zaris
Yeah.
can't say it.
So then yeah, we know that Zara can't say anything, so never mind. It is what's Zara's.
I
But
need that spell.
I would say it's worth seeing if we
Just feel
can.
like, what if... Can we take on that nightmare? You and Drift go Edmund? But
Then we can't do anything.
after Lokara.
I mean, I feel like once we get the Locara ball rolling, everything's gonna start.
Snowballing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So we need to finish things up here.
Talon will say, "Oh, you could, you could try challenging Vryn for chieftain in one-on-one combat. He probably wouldn't agree to it, but
I don't think that's the smartest.
I'd challenge him. But there's no way I could defeat him.
My main worry is that is really of the urgency of Edmund's letter. He does not write with that kind of urgency, really ever. And to me, it sounds like he has now met with the Emperor.
Thank you for listening to Roll Forth. This has been the Empire Initiative featuring Samaria Hawkins as Lady Zavari / Lady Latria, Ryan Musgrove as King Dart of the Hopkins, Rachel Voss as Rain Vosgrove, and our wonderful MD, Shanna Cantu. Make sure to follow our socials, like, subscribe, do all the things, and yeah, please stay safe, friends.
Oh, I also wanted to ask, talk to you about Zaris and the florist idea of I want to find an Umbermore florist to send Zaris flowers every day, but it's the number of flowers are correlate to the number of days left until their birthday.
Oh, like a advent calendar?
Yeah.
Flowers.
Cute.
You should send him flower sculptures that are posed to look like the nudes he sent you.
Oh my god, Zaris would fucking love that. You know them.
Idea what you just.
Oh man. Oh man.
Prayas is gonna hate.
You know, I feel like Praise has bigger shit to worry about.